Enjoy upcoming events from the Johnson County Library. The Johnson County Public Library is hosting historic walking tours. Those interested can contact the library to be put on a waiting list and will be notified when there are enough participants to schedule a tour. For more information or to register for these events, contact the Johnson County Public Library at 606-789-4355.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order, and I will entertain a motion to approve the prior minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Communication to the board.
Miss Austin.
Oh, answering a teacher text. Just that we're getting prepared. He had some great PD last week. On Friday, we actually had Asbury University come in and they worked with our staff and the elementary staff. And it was working on team building, communication between each other, and positive feedback from all the staff. They had, I mean, you could actually hear them laughing at some point in the office. That's how much fun they had. So it was a great experience. We've gotten everything ready for school tomorrow, hopefully. I'm sure something will rise in the morning, but we've had schedules given out, lockers. I did a couple tours with some new 7th graders just this afternoon. So I do know enrollment is high. Our freshman class is at 70, I want to say 3 or 74. So that's a big class. The other classes are around 50 to 55. So it's going to be a good year. We're all excited.
Hey.
Good evening. Just to echo some of what Miss Austin said, we did spend last week doing quite a bit of professional development with our staff. We worked both as an individual school and along with the high school on training. Today we did our back to school faculty meeting, and then our staff spent time working together to prepare their classrooms. We have finished our hiring at the elementary with the exception of our art position. Our council met today to start the process for that, and we will be doing interviews. We plan to do those late next week. So we're in the process of going through applications on that. At this time, I ran numbers at the end of the day, and I know it will fluctuate tomorrow, but we are at 434 students enrolled K through 6 as of 2:40 this evening. The highest I remember it being in my 6 years is 435. So we're right there.
That's great. Yeah. Enrollment's up right at 10% overall.
435 is the biggest.
435 is the largest I remember it being, Joe. We're at 434.
What we had last year?
We started the year 410, I believe.
410. We held in the like 410 to 420, right in there. Again, I'd like to thank our janitors. Our building looks wonderful. We're ready to roll in the morning. Kindergarten University, we had that since the last time the board met. The kindergartners are so excited, and they'll be here in the morning. We had our kindergarten parent meeting today to prepare them as well. So we have over 70 kindergartners starting tomorrow morning.
72.
70. Thank you, Ms. Moore. So that's the largest kindergarten we've had in the 5 years or 6 years now that I've been here as principal.
And you have a waiting list?
We were able to get all but 2 of them in. So we still have 2 on the waiting list. But that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Webb. Mr. Ratliff. Ms. Ward.
Well, I mean, I can just brag on attendance. I mean, not attendance, but enrollment. We're way up. We're in the 70s for kindergarten and 2nd grade. 2nd grade has 74.
75 we enrolled. Yeah.
One more. 3rd grade is 65. Everything else is in the 50s, but they're high 50s. And you go to the high school, 9th grade, 73. 74. Okay, I printed this a little bit earlier in the day. And then everyone else is consistently in the 50s, but it's mid to high 50s. So enrollment looks great. We're still working on the code of conduct. We sent out all communications as to how we're going to receive nominations and do the elections. The nominations will end September 5th. The election process will be September 9th. That will be for...
Just word of the explanation and maybe the rest of what that code of conduct, that's a committee?
It's a code of conduct committee, yes, and it actually will govern the handbook. It will be district-wide.
And we have a parent member?
We have 2 parent members, 2 student and 2 teachers, and 1 board member.
Okay.
And I was at the back to school bash at the high school and had some information out on the new drug testing policy and the changes to the attendance policy. We're in the process of getting our list together so we can get everyone to sign for the drug testing policy and get rolling on that. And I think that's probably just about all I have. Unless you guys have any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Ward. Board members, my report is in front of you. Tomorrow's the first day of students. I'd like to encourage all the parents out there that are nervous and anxious, especially for those kindergarten babies that are coming in, to make sure they get a good night's sleep and be patient with us tomorrow. Traffic is always high on the first day of school. I'm excited to say that our enrollment's up as high as it's been in several years. That's a good thing. It's high in the right spots. Kindergarten, freshman class, that means kids are coming to us. The summer month's been really good. As you saw in the paper last week and on the agenda tonight, we will be starting the first of its kind drone drone education pathway for our students. Hazard Community College and Big Sandy Community College have been critical in that. This will be a dual credit program for our students. There's some information in your report there. I want to commend our staff this summer for the professional development that we've taken part in. A big part of that has been team building through Asbury College. We're very thankful for them as a partner. Ms. Webb and Ms. Austin have done a tremendous job bringing your teams together. I know our district leadership team participated in it as well. It's been one of the more fruitful things that we could do as a district, so we're very thankful for that. I also want to commend Ms. Austin and Ms. Webb on the back-to-school picnic that we had out at Paintsville Lake. It was a big success, had a big turnout, so we're moving really well right now with the changes we've had. Also, as far as hiring goes, everybody talks about John Calipari's signing class, how they're #1, and I have to say, in my 22+ years, the hiring that we've made this year at district and at the school level, some of the best hires I've ever seen. Our kids are going to benefit from that. So we're well pleased with the job Ms. Austin and Ms. Webb have done on that level. A couple of new processes that we're working on at the district level. One of them is a 30-60-90. Basically, that's just our work processes so that we can stay on task in what we're doing. Both schools are doing those as well. We're excited. Tomorrow's a big day for us. Our hallways will be brimming with parents and kids, and there's nothing like watching the kindergarten kids come in, Ms. Webb, so we're excited about that. That's all I've got for this month. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any comments from school representatives or community members? Personnel reports. In your packet, we have John Brown and Chuck McClure officially retired. Our new hires, as of today, Crystal Akers, Allison McKenzie, and Tiffany Dodder at the elementary school, Ebony Dodder and Natalie Wheeler at the high school, and Audra Johns is a new special ed aide. We're in the process at the elementary school of finalizing another hire, and these are phenomenal people. We have done really well in attracting. You look out, and I'll say this real quick. There's a shortage of teachers across the state. There's not a shortage of applicants for us. We are able to pick and choose who we want, and that's a testimony to the product that we put out there. Thank you all for site bases and how you're going to handle that this summer. Okay, action items. Motion to approve monthly invoices.
I'd like to approve the monthly invoices. What is it, Ken?
It's 240-some thousand, I don't have that number.
244, 48, 27.
I'll get it back up on the screen there, I didn't realize it. Come on. There it is.
240, 448, 27.
I was checking it, looked like we had a whole lot of insurance
Yeah,
costs.
the insurance, student insurance, just
Loan.
general liability insurance, property insurance, things of that nature.
Second.
Any discussion, any questions? All in favor? Anybody opposed? Motion to approve contract with KSBA for Medicaid training and billing.
This is a have to for us.
Yes, we've done this for years. They help us make sure we get our Medicaid stuff in.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor? Motion to approve MOU with Mountain Comp Care.
They provide services to our students on a daily basis.
I'll make a motion to approve our MOU with Mountain Comp Care for the ensuing year.
Second.
All in favor? Motion to approve service provider contracts for 2019-2020 school year.
So moved. This is pretty much the same ones we've had for several years. They've done a good job.
I'll say, who are they?
Dana Collett, Joanna Owens, Karen Hinkle, and Leah Hill.
Okay.
All in favor? Motion to approve the 2019-2020 chairperson list for special education needs.
You have that list?
It's just, usually it's the principals, the counselors.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2019-20 chairperson for this for special education meetings. I'll second.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? Motion to approve emergency certification for Head Start teaching position.
This is a credential that very few people have. We have a lady that's been working for us that is working towards that, but in order for her to continue on, we have to declare an emergency.
How many hours you have to be a Head Start teacher?
Anybody with a bachelor's degree can meet the criteria.
No, associates don't get it, right? Did it used to?
No.
Didn't?
I don't know. He may have at one time, years ago.
Before being a federal program.
Yeah, this is an early childhood education program. Very, very few people have it unless they specialize in this. So it does require some master level courses, and she is working towards that.
Really, at one time I think it was 60 hours just to
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Motion to approve emergency certification for Head Start teaching position.
We just did that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Motion to approve MOA with Morehead State for professional development school clinical experience.
This is just for college students that are working towards their teaching degree to be able to come in and do observation hours.
Okay. I'll make that motion to approve that MOA with Morehead State University for the school clinical experience.
Second.
All in favor? Motion to approve MOA with Hazard Community College.
This is our drone pathway program. They cannot be here tonight, but they will be available later in the week for an official signing. We'll be the first high school in the state of Kentucky to be offering this program. We're very excited about that.
There are, what, 3 courses? They
Four.
can take 4 courses now?
Yeah, 4 courses. The first course is the pilot course, and then the other 3 courses will lead them to an associate degree. And we got permission from the Department of Education, workforce ready scholarship money for students can be used for this. So that's a big, big thing for them.
Make a motion then, we approve the MOA, MOA with Hazard Community Technical College.
I'll second that.
Any questions? All in favor? Anybody opposed to that? Okay. Discussion / approval of pending tax rates.
Mr. Porter, I think you and I have discussed, we've been very fortunate in the way we've managed our money here. I think for us, we're at a level where just bringing in the same revenues we did last year with the compensating rate would be all that we'd ask.
And we need extra funds. We need to collect the 15%.
Yeah.
15% that we're not receiving is approximately almost $400,000.
Do you want to explain that? Because we've had a lot of discussion what that means for us. We've been setting a tax rate on people that are paying and not going after the people that aren't.
That's why we keep increasing our tax rates, because we let 15% of the people don't pay.
Yeah.
And you talk about the last 4 years, about $400,000. With 12% interest, you're talking about close to $2 million.
So our goal, this is something we've agreed upon, our goal is to not increase taxes, but go after those that aren't paying.
Well, you can't punish people for paying their taxes.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's, I agree with that, and I'm very proud of the board for making that position very clear. We've got a very, very supportive community, and, I think that's just a wonderful thing to do.
I'll make a motion, we approve the compensating rate.
I would
Receive the
second
same
that.
funds we did last year.
I will second that. That doesn't require hearing and no recall.
Right.
So, and actually that helps our taxpayers.
Any question or discussion about that? All in favor? Anybody opposed to that? Item J, motion to adjourn from regular session, enter into executive session under authority of KRS 61.815, 61.810 to discuss acquisition or sale of property, Section 1, proposed or pending litigation, Section 2, personnel matters, Section 3.
We do have some litigation issues to discuss.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.